Let's continue going. Level 27. Haste reduces draw's success rate? That shouldn't be true. Yeah, those aren't related at all. Your seed salary relates to how many enemies you have defeated. That is true. However, tests kind of override that entirely. The double Guardian Force ability summons multiple Guardian Forces simultaneously. Oh, that would be cool, but it doesn't exist. Choose rearrange in the menu to rearrange items automatically. That is not true. That option is called sort. Rearrange is when you do it manually. Does get annoying when they do that though. No. Every monster has a weakness. That's true. Their weakness is me, usually in the form of blades and punching and guns. But the answer here is no. They mean like elemental weakness or status weakness or something like that. Bio weakens the target's cell structure to make the body more vulnerable. Holy crap, that sounds terrible. Too bad it is completely not true. It is harder to run when back attacked. That is true, I've noticed that. Flare is a fire elemental magic. Actually, it's non-elemental. No elemental flare. You can find out how many monsters you have defeated. That is true. Thankfully, we found that along the way. Otherwise, it wouldn't be true for us. Party members not participating in battle also receive a small amount of EXP. That is not true. Once again, thankfully, because leveling up in this game is usually bad. Let's continue. Yes, yes. Number 28. A higher speed stat fills the ATB gauge faster. That's kind of the point. Yes. You can remove Doom with Asuna. That honestly should be true, but it is not. Magic attack means attacking with any type of magic except for holy magic. This is kind of a weird thing, but the answer here is no. I'm not entirely sure which part of this is no, but we're just going to say it means no. There's a couple things wrong with that statement, though. No magic removes Doom. That's true, actually. Doom sucks. Pain inflicts poison, silas, and darkness on enemies, but sometimes not all three status changes will occur. Yeah, because sometimes they're immune to it, or sometimes they have checks for it. Staying at a hotel removes status changes and restores all HP. It does. It's like a Poke Center. You can stop Leo's Renzokuken by pressing X. Why would you ever want to stop Leo's Renzokuken? Is there ever a reason you want to do that? I honestly don't know. The answer here is no. You cannot stop Leo's Renzokuken. I don't know why you would want to. Double or triple lets you use the same magic multiple times. That should be true, isn't it? Yeah, you can use the same one. That's what I'm going to use it for if I can. Petrify wears off after time passes. No, this is Final Fantasy. Stone is forever. Using soft while petrifying won't stop the countdown. Of course it does. That's what it's for. I mean, don't let them get petrified and then use soft on them. That's just a waste of time. Alright, number 29. Phoenix Heart restores party members from KO. I don't think there's even a thing called Phoenix Heart. That's usually the thing that confused me because I'm like, I don't remember that item name. I think you made that up. Guardian Force in KO is revived in the next battle, even if you don't revive it. That is not true. You do need to revive it. You need a cottage or something similar to that to get that done. Casting double while under double turns the status into triple. No. It should turn it into quadruple, but that doesn't work either. It just misses. Magic up raises the magic stat by 1. No. No. Wait, yes? Magic up raises... Oh, they mean the item. I'm picturing the ability. Sorry. Yes. Yes, it does. The ability rare item changes the probability of enemies dropping items. That should be true. It reconfigures it in a way that it's not useful anymore, so good job, Square. The Galbadian soldier Biggs, who is on the communications tower, is a colonel. Ooh. Well, If he was, he's not anymore. He's been demoted like 6 times, so no. You need at least 3 magic in stock to use triple. That is not true. You can always just stock as you go. If 2 party members are under zombie and you become inflicted by confuse, game is over. No, confuse is never a game over. Confuse will essentially be game over if you can't get rid of it, but it's not a game over in and of itself. Meteor chooses targets randomly from the enemy group. That is sadly true. That's why I don't like Meteor in this game too much, because it's random, but it usually is in these games. Meltdown is a magic attack that melts enemies. That's partially true, but they're looking for no here. Meltdown, of course, just lowers their vitality to 0. I will still take the test. Yes, I will. Let's do it. It is good to use Float when fighting Thrustavis, who uses Earthquakes. I don't think he does. He's a flying enemy after all. No, he doesn't. There is no point to using life or full life on party members who haven't been KO'd. This is true even though it's a negative. If you receive 800 HP damage while summoning a Guardian Force with 500 AP, the difference of 300 AP are received by the summoner? Oh, right. If you knock out the Guardian Force, does the remainder carry over to the person actually summoning? Okay. No. Your Guardian Force will take more than it is able to save your life. You just let it die. Like Yoshi. Torama sometimes drops an item called Torama's Beard. That sounds so wrong. No, it doesn't. Casting Aura under Curse will bring your status back to normal. That is not true. There's a monster called Graybia on the Galbadia continent. No. No. What? No. Silence is not removed even after battle. That is true. Reflect always returns magic to the one who cast it. That is a no. It kind of randomly chooses an opponent to hit that. Status can change while under Petrify. No, you are just damn petrified. The only way for Guardian Force to learn ability is to gain AP ability points. That is not true. Remember that there are items that will do that as well. All right. So that is the end of the tests. We have completed it. I know it took a little bit, but we got it done. Almost ready to move on. All set and ready to go. Let's take a look at my final setup here. Now I'm going to be doing this what many people consider the risky route. I consider it kind of the lazier of the 2 routes. I like having a full set of abilities on 3 people. A lot of people will try to switch that around so that you can have all 6 of your characters be decent, or at least be able to do some good damage. I don't look at it that way. I'm just going to have my 3 party members. So let's take a look at my 3 party members. As you can see, I still have pretty much the same magics equipped here. Full Life, Ultima, Meltdown, Meteor, Reflect, Aura, Double, Tornado, Triple. Those are what I'm going to stick with. They have served me well in the past. They are more or less the best magics that can be junctioned to each individual stat. There's a couple variances to it, but this is what I'm going to stick with. It's a good guide if you're trying to follow along as well. Of course, there are more defensive ones. This is more of an offensive one. Not that you can really tell with the stats that I have. I would like to have 4 times elemental defense on Quistis here, but unfortunately I just don't have an item to do that. So just Shell and Life, that'll cut all damage to her that's magic based by half. So good enough for the time being. I still have slow on for status attack. That is not necessary by any means. Everything that we're going to be up against is immune to it, but it works for a lot of enemies, so I might as well keep it there. On defense, though, you will definitely need pain. Pain. That will help out a lot. Then we have Berserk, Confuse, and Sleep, just kind of to round it out. Those aren't going to be nearly as necessary. Let's take a look at Leo. Leo's pretty much the same, but here we can see the full elemental defense setup that I want, which is Flare, Shell, Life, and Protect. This is what I also have on Zell. Alright, so let's take a look at the abilities that I do have. I do have draw, magic, and item. Draw is not going to be all that useful, as I'm sure you might imagine, but there is one thing that I would like to show off, and I will need somebody to draw in order to get that done. For the abilities, vitality, speed, strength, pretty much your basic stuff. I don't necessarily need the plus 60s because I'm maxed pretty much anyway, but sure, we'll get as much as I can. And then we also have auto haste because I want to do a lot of damage very quickly with these characters. Then we have Leo, pretty much the same setup. Spirit, speed, and strength. Unfortunately, I don't have a vitality plus for him, which is why he takes a little bit more damage from physical attacks, but he should be fine. Auto haste as well. Does he have auto protect? No, he does not. Also a nice ability to increase your defense should you need it. Zell then has strength, vitality, spirit, and auto haste. Unfortunately, no speed for him. I might have an item for that, but I don't really necessarily think it's necessary. So that is the setup. Once again, this is just kind of my setup for it. It's riskier this way, but I think it will turn out well in the end for me. Like I said, some people want to have the other 3 party members able to use at least items or something like that, so they'll junction them as well. I don't think I need to go that route though. Should be fine. Let's head forward. We have talked about it long enough. It's time to actually do it. We want to head through the doors. This is it. Ultimecia is here. If you hadn't cleared all of her servants, there would be an additional line that says, you don't have all your abilities yet. Her servants are still out there. Do you want to go back? But I do not want to go back. I have dropped the save. I can return to it and take on the super boss when I deem necessary. Get it over with. Fight her now. Let's head in to the end of the game.